From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. Today, it's the preseason opener for these two teams, and it should be a good one, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the...
And we are underway in Buffalo. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game.
And getting the nod here in the preseason, big opportunity for their rookie quarterback.
And how about this young man? And this is one of those times when coaches have told us, hey, everyone gets a chance to earn an opportunity, and you didn't really believe them? Well, it's true here. He's been one of the surprises of training camp, and now they're giving him his shot to be their starting quarterback.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard on the play.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
42-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. Down inside the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Down to the 25. Joey Bosa in on the stop. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They'll look to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another Giants first down. 1st and goal, New York.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Wan'Dale Robinson from 6 yards away. And the Giants have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And prior to last season, his team asked him to put everyone on his back and carry them to success, and he did exactly that. Now, at this point in his career, all he cares about is postseason success and finding a way to get his team to a Super Bowl.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Bills first down.
Now Allen. Shakir hauls it in. 2nd and 6.
Shakir. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 40.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. McKinnon here, it's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. From the 33, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw, it's Allen. And it is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
6-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Throwing now is Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
Brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 2-yard line.
They'll go again with Tracy. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Now second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
On the give, it's Tracy.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. He's got the hook up there, the Neighbors. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And a Giants first down. A gain of 15.
They'll hand it to Tracy.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. No gain on the play. And they'll be faced with a third and inches.
No gain on the play. It's now third and less than a yard.
They'll try and sneak it here.
And he will have a Giants first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on third and 1.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. Third and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for fourth down.
And he'll be blocked down at about the 42. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a third down and long coming up.
Now it's the backup Winston.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Maxwell Hairston. And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at their own 42.
They'll throw with Penix. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Now a second and 10.
Javon Holland there on the coverage.
Looking to throw Penix.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now Charles dealing with a third and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So on 4th down, the Bills send out Brad Robbins to punt.
And taken right on the 30. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now Penix.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Winston now. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
A.J. Epinesa
Drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
3rd and 5. To the air, Penix. Now this thrown deep for Slayton.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On now to punt, Brad Robbins.
Robbins in punt formation for the Bills.
This is taken at the 23. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Winston.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
To throw is Winston.
To the sideline and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills.
And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 18. And the Bills, 1st down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Chauncey Golston.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the downing distance.
Under pressure, they got him again. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
New York set to take the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down at 7.
They go right back to Singletary. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34. Here's Winston.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
First down. A gain of 14. First down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
We've got an injured player, and that's running back Devin Singletary, who's in some discomfort. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Skattebo.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Giants first down.
Now Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
It's a gain of a yard.
Skattebo will get down close to the goal line, but not in, and he'll be marked down at the 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
They'll try again, and this time he'll score. Touchdown, Giants. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-0. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here's Penix. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And New York set to take the field. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Following the interception, Winston. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Giants, first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, New York.
Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
9-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because
and pressure coming, and they got it once again. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
A 39-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good, and the rout is on. It's 24-0. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And we'll work this one out to about the 38. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Chauncey Golston. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Open target here, Darius Slayton.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gain of 9 yards.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
First down.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
And looking to throw, Penix. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, look at the juke. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Giants first down.
A handoff as they run the counter play.
To about the 40-yard line. 2nd and 7.
Spin on the stop. A 3-yard pickup.
To throw, Winston. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
And the Giants first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Giants.
Handoff now. It's Gray with the ball. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
11 more on that one, and another first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, but their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
29-yard line.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Throwing, Winston. Nowhere to turn here, he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance.
4-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And the Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Josh Palmer. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Palmer going to go in motion left.
40-yard line.
He'll get it here on the touch pass.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. They'll look to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now Penix going to hold on to it.
A nice job then on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
That's another Bills 1st down.
Penix working out of the gun here.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Chauncey Golston getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Kyren Williams.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So that, Charles, their 1st score of the ballgame, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead down to 20.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The New York set to take the field.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Winston. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
A.J. Epinesa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush move right
under pressure, and they get to him again.
T.J. Sanders able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now Winston.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st.
They'll throw with Penix.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton.
And this is caught. Well, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
1st and goal on the 2-yard line.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not...
Well, he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown.
Aaron Jones
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Bills get a bit closer. Well, wherever he is on the field, he is certainly slippery with a football in his hands, and he proved it right there.
And normally moves like that aren't supposed to work this deep in the red zone because there's not enough space. Normally way more effective when you're working out in the open field. But here, incredible shiftiness, excellent contact balance, and he works his way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
And the Giants, 1st down. It's a gain of 10. And the Giants, 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
55 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Giants, 1st down. A gain of 18 on the play.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Right back to him on 1st down. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the gun, Winston. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into it. Not a good play at all.
So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Oh, nice move.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, New York.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
42-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
And here come the Bills.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
At the 36-yard line.
And that's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Looking to throw Penix. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return.
The possession switching back to the New York Giants.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Winston now. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A good return there, call it 13 yards.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's good from Mills. First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A play fake. Now Penix. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
To the air. Penix. Now he's going to step up and run.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Is that he is just something else as a runner because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Williams is in. Touchdown, Bills. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll look to run for it with Williams. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And now out come the Giants. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards.
Jameis to throw it.
The short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 30.